Alright YouTubers, time for another unboxing video. Let's go ahead and get it opened. Alright, so in this video we are going to be opening another EVGA power supply. This one is a gold, so let's take a look at it. Okay, there we go. So 80 plus gold, 750 watt. This is the SuperNova. So, you know, on the channel, I bought a lot of power supplies. And I rarely buy the same ones twice, just because, at least for the channel, if I buy the same one, I can't make more videos, right? But this is probably one of those ones I would consider buying more of. 750s, you know, pretty good power supply. I think 850 honestly is the ideal wattage, at least for all the stuff I do, whether it be, you know, the gaming with some of these pretty powerful graphics cards, or occasionally doing some mining where you might have 2 or 3 graphics cards hooked up. Alright, let's take a look at the back. So this is fully modular. Many of you may have decided to get this because of it. I usually do semi-modular. They actually have a 1000 watt fully modular coming. Looking forward to that one. There's some of the information. Outstanding 7-year warranty, huh? Interesting. Probably have to register it. Hopefully I'll remember to do that. Alright, so we got our instruction manual. So this is good for the 750, 650, 550. And I don't know if I'll buy any of the other ones. Would make a lot of sense really for me to do it. Sticking with the higher wattage is probably the way to go. I don't know if that's focusing. Looks like it is not, folks. Don't know why. Alright. So what do we got in here? Power tester. Here's a cord for the receptacle. So I think at 850 these get thicker than this guy, but standard stuff there. We'll look at these cables in a second. Usually on the back of this are the screws. Zip ties. So far I don't see the screws, folks. None in there. So unless I missed it, no screws. This does have eco mode, in case I failed to mention it. Wow, this thing actually smells like fresh paint. Interesting. So, there's your connectors. All those SATAs I'll never use. You can use this for overclocking a CPU. Peripherals. There's your 24 pin for the motherboard. And then 2 connectors for VGA. Of course, the 1000 watt version, I believe, has 4 of those. So, let's go ahead and look at the connectors. Alright, so we got this. Obviously, that was the receptacle. Now, you know, the real question about this, folks, is whether this thing is going to ever earn my money back, right? I could have bought the 750 watt. I bought the 850. You know, we're not, what am I talking about, 750? I bought the gold instead of buying the white, right? The white one is way cheaper. Bronze is cheaper. But will I get my money back? That's the real question. Alright, so there's your 24 pin connector. This one is not, wow. It's not a 20 plus 4. Unless that pops off. Does not look like it does though. And then on this side, about the same amount of connectors, right? So there's that guy. So what I really love about semi-modular and fully modular, if you're not going to use SATA, you don't have to hook them up, right? Here is your VGA, PCIe, you know, for your graphics, sorry. And that is going to go into, so we will need this one, so I'm going to go ahead and hook it up. It's going to go right in there to that slot right there. Now I did get, like I said, I got a 1000-watt. Bought it on eBay. Doesn't actually come with all the connectors. So, good thing is we probably won't need this guy for this build. So we can use that for a 1000-watt. Alright, what else? Bunch of SATAs. Okay, don't need those. You got Molex in here too. So, good deal on connecting. Then the CPU connector. So this is the end that's going to go into the power supply. And this will be the end that goes into your motherboard. I'll go ahead and put this in now. Just to do it. What else do we have left? Here's additional Molex. And then here you go, another CPU connector. So not planning on overclocking this thing, so we'll put this aside. So we have all those for our 1000-watt when it comes in. And then, of course, our 24-pin motherboard connector. Go and snap that in. And guess what? Snap that in. So there we go. We now have basic connections that we need.